Did you know that in England it's illegal to die in the Houses of Parliament? Talk about a place that takes life seriously. England's laws and customs can certainly be quirky, sparking curiosity and a hearty chuckle. This unique blend of tradition and eccentricity is part of what makes England such a fascinating destination. And it's these intriguing quirks that we'll dive into as we explore the ins and outs of traveling in this remarkable country. But don't worry, our travel guide won't be as strict as the British Parliament. So you've decided to visit England. Great choice. But when's the best time to go? Let's start with the basics. England, like the rest of the British Isles, experiences a temperate maritime climate. This means it's generally mild with relatively small temperature fluctuations, but it can also be unpredictable. The old joke goes that you can experience all 4 seasons in a single day in England, and there's a grain of truth to that. If you're looking for the best weather, late spring and summer from May to September typically offer the warmest temperatures and longest days. But remember, this is when England is at its busiest with tourists, so popular attractions might be crowded and prices can be higher. For those who prefer a quieter, more laid-back experience, consider visiting in the shoulder seasons. That's late April to early June and September to October. During these months, you'll find fewer crowds, more affordable prices, and still enjoy fairly mild weather. And then there's winter. Now, it might not be the first season that comes to mind when planning a trip to England, but it has its charms. Yes, it can be cold and rainy, but it's also the time when you can cozy up in a traditional English pub, explore Christmas markets, or witness the magic of London decked out in festive lights. Don't forget to consider special events when planning your trip. For instance, if you're a tennis fan, you might want to visit during Wimbledon in early July. Or maybe you're a literature lover, in which case, the Hay Festival in late May would be a perfect fit. And let's not forget about the countless music festivals, art exhibitions, and cultural events that happen throughout the year. From Glastonbury in late June to the Notting Hill Carnival in August, there's always something exciting happening in England. So, to wrap it up, the best time to visit England really depends on your personal preferences. Whether you're after sunny days and bustling streets, a peaceful retreat, or a winter wonderland, England has something for everyone. Remember, there's no bad time to visit England, just different experiences. Now that we've sorted out when to go, let's discuss how to get around. Traveling around England can be quite an adventure in itself. The country boasts a well-connected and efficient public transportation system, which can be your best bet if you're looking to soak in the local vibes. Let's start with the most iconic mode of transport, the London Underground, affectionately known as the Tube. It's a quick, convenient way to navigate the sprawling city of London. The Tube operates in zones 1 through 9. With the heart of London being zones 1 and 2. To make your tube travel smoother, consider getting an Oyster card, a smart card that you can use to travel on bus, tube, tram, DLR, London Overground, TfL Rail, River Bus, and most national rail services in London. It's easy to top up and helps you avoid the hassle of buying tickets each time. But what if you want to explore the countryside? Renting a car can be a great choice. Remember, in England we drive on the left. It might take a bit of getting used to, but it's quite fun once you get the hang of it. Just be prepared for those narrow country lanes, and remember, roundabouts are your friends. Walking can also be a fantastic way to explore, especially in the historic cities of Bath, York, or Oxford. These places are best discovered at a leisurely pace, allowing you ample time to admire the ancient architecture, stop for a cuppa in a quaint cafe, or browse through a local bookshop. And for those of you who'd like a bit of sea breeze, there's always the option of taking a ferry. Whether it's crossing the Mersey in Liverpool or hopping over to the Isle of Wight, a ferry ride can offer a unique perspective of England. Finally, don't forget buses and trams, which are an integral part of England's public transportation. They can take you to places where the tube or trains don't reach, offering you a chance to explore off the beaten path. So, whether you're a fan of the tube or prefer to hoof it, England's got you covered. Scene script. England is full of iconic landmarks and hidden gems, but where should you start? Well, let's dive right into the heart of the nation, London. This cosmopolitan city is a mecca for history buffs, art lovers, and foodies alike. From the timeless Tower of London to the modern Shard, it's a city that seamlessly blends the old with the new. Don't forget to take a stroll along the River Thames or explore the bustling streets of Covent Garden. Next, let's venture west to the city of Bath. Known for its Roman-built baths, this city is a testament to England's diverse history. Wander through the ancient baths, visit the ornate Bath Abbey, or Simply relax in one of the city's many charming tea rooms. A little further north, we find Oxford, a city synonymous with academic excellence. The University of Oxford, with its dreamy spires and centuries-old traditions, is a must-see. Step into the shoes of some of the world's greatest minds as you wander through its historic colleges. But England isn't just about its cities. The Cotswolds, a range of rolling hills in south-central England, offer a tranquil escape from urban life. With its picture-perfect villages and lush green landscapes, it's a slice of quintessential English countryside. However, England also has a wealth of lesser-known treasures waiting to be discovered. Take a trip to the Eden Project in Cornwall, a series of futuristic biomes housing thousands of plant species. Or head to Northumberland to explore the rugged beauty of its coast and castles. Perhaps you're a fan of literature? Then Haworth, the home of the Bronte sisters, is a must. Walk the same cobbled streets that inspired classics such as Wuthering Heights and Jane Eyre. Finally, for a truly unique experience, don't miss the chance to witness a game of cheese rolling in Gloucestershire. It's a quirky, quintessentially English tradition that's sure to leave you smiling. As you can see, England has a place for every kind of traveler. You can't talk about England without mentioning its food and drink. The country's culinary scene is an eclectic mix of traditional and modern with influences from around the globe. But let's start with the classics. First up, the full English breakfast. Picture this, a plate brimming with crispy bacon, succulent sausages, eggs just the way you like them, grilled tomatoes, baked beans, and a slice or two of black pudding. Don't forget the toast slathered with butter and a cup of steaming hot tea to wash it all down. It's a hearty start to the day, and an experience not to be missed. Next, we have the famous fish and chips. Cod or haddock, battered and deep-fried to a golden crisp, served alongside chunky chips, mushy peas, and a generous sprinkle of salt and vinegar. It's a seaside staple that's traveled far and wide, but there's nothing quite like enjoying it in its homeland. And then, there's the quintessential afternoon tea. Delicate sandwiches filled with cucumber or smoked salmon, scones crowned with clotted cream and strawberry jam, an array of pastries and cakes, all accompanied by a pot of freshly brewed tea. It's a tradition that's been around since the mid-1800s, and it's the epitome of English elegance. No culinary journey in England would be complete without a visit to a pub. These aren't just places to get a pint of beer or cider, though the variety on offer is impressive. Pubs are social hubs where you can enjoy a Sunday roast or a platter of local cheeses or a hearty steak and ale pie. It's comfort food at its best in a setting that's cozy and welcoming. England also boasts a burgeoning foodie scene, with innovative chefs putting their own spin on traditional dishes and ingredients. So be adventurous and try local delicacies like Cornish pasties, Lancashire hot pot, or Bakewell tart. So whether you're a foodie or just hungry, England's culinary scene won't disappoint. Before you go, let's talk about English etiquette. Because nobody wants to be that tourist, right? Now you might have heard that the English are all about manners and, well, you heard right. But don't worry, it's not as daunting as it sounds. Let's walk through the basics. First off, queuing, or as we Americans call it, lining up. In England, orderly queuing is almost a national pastime. Whether it's for the bus, a cup of tea, or a ride on the London Eye, remember to patiently wait your turn. Cutting in line, simply not done. Next, let's talk politeness. The English are renowned for their courtesy. The phrases please, thank you, and sorry are used liberally, often even when there's no real need for it. Dropped your own ice cream? You might find yourself apologizing to it. It's just the English way. Now, on to table manners. The English take their dining etiquette seriously. If you're dining out or even grabbing a quick bite at a pub, remember to use your utensils properly. Fork in the left hand, knife in the right, and if you're not sure what to do, just follow the lead of those around you. And finally, let's touch on the topic of personal space. The English value their personal space and tend to stand a bit further apart than we might be used to. So avoid getting too close to people, particularly in public places. A quick note on punctuality, it's highly valued. So whether it's for a dinner party or a casual meetup at a coffee shop, make sure you're on time, if not a few minutes early. In a nutshell, the key to English etiquette is respect. Respect for others' time, personal space, and the unwritten rules that guide everyday interactions. It might seem a bit much at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's really quite straightforward. And there you have it, folks. A quick and easy guide to not sticking out like a sore thumb when you're in England. Remember, when in England, do as the English do. Well, that's all we have for you today on England. The land of tea, royalty, and yes, quirky laws. We've taken a whirlwind tour, from understanding the best times to visit this charming country, to navigating its cities and countryside like a local. We've also earmarked some must-visit locations, showcasing England's rich history, diverse culture, and stunning natural beauty. Our culinary journey enlightened us about the quintessential English cuisine, the comfort of fish and chips, the tradition of afternoon tea, and the innovation in contemporary English gastronomy. And let's not forget our dive into English etiquette, a fascinating blend of age-old customs and modern manners that will ensure you fit right in. Now, it's your turn. We'd love to hear about your own experiences and tips for visiting England. Have you discovered a hidden gem during your travels, or perhaps you've stumbled upon a delightful local tradition or an interesting culinary delight? Do share your stories in the comments below. Your insights will undoubtedly enrich this collective travel guide, helping fellow explorers plan their own English adventures. And remember, every journey is an opportunity to learn, grow, and make lasting memories. So, whether you're a seasoned globetrotter or a budding traveler, England has something for everyone. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more travel guides. Safe travels!